I recently saw a post from a friend that mentioned they had pre-ordered a bunch of cards for the latest set because the magic bug had bitten them hard. So it got me thinking, what are the best cards for beginners and newcomers to pick up on launch day of the most recent set? Let's go over that list together. Now we don't muck around here on Attack on Cardboard, so we're starting at number 1. The best card you can buy on launch day is nothing. There are no cards you should be buying on launch day, ever. If you are someone who is playing Magic casually and not at a competitive level, do yourself and your wallet a favour and do not buy or pre-order cards for the latest set on launch day. Let's take a look at this example. Elesh Norn, Mother of Machines, one of the top chase mythics for 2023. At just around All Will Be One's launch date, Elesh was sitting at about $45. Only 1 month later, the market price for Elesh was around $33. So simply just waiting a month saved you $10 whole. And if you could just wait 6 months more, by the time Wilds of Eldraine released, Elesh was down to $20, which is where the card seems to have stabilised at. A massive 55% decrease in price. Now, okay, that's a card that was released over a year ago. Let's look at something a little bit more recent. The last standard set of 2023, Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Oja-Tark, Deepest Foundation, the creature token tripler. It was pre-selling from anywhere between $30 and $48. The card launched with a price of $28, and only 3 months later, the current market price is $17, a nearly 40% drop in price. Golter Stampede Tyrant, well, some poor bugger pre-ordered it at $75. It launched at around $20 and will now only run you about $15, a 25% drop. Bonehorde Dracosaur is an interesting one. It launched at about $15, 2 weeks later it was at $25, and now it's sitting at about $10. Again, the point being, save yourself some money and do not pre-order cards. Do not FOMO buy them on launch day. Just be a cool cucumber and play the waiting game. Now, don't get me wrong, there are certainly some instances where a card will spike after launch. Sheoldred the Apocalypse is the perfect example. Originally launching at around $35, just a few days later she was at $50. Sheoldred found herself in a number of powerful decks across Standard, Pioneer and Commander. And this has given her a steady price increase over the last 2 years, and now a copy of Sheoldred can set you back nearly $80 US. But that is just one card out of 248. Nearly every other card in the set dipped significantly in price after just a few months. Currently, the chase mythic for MKM is Delny, Streetwise Lookout. At the time of recording, the market price for Delny is about $20, but I think we've got another Elesh Norn on our hands here. Unless Delny finds a solid home in Standard or Pioneer, it shouldn't be too long before they drop in price to something a little bit more affordable. Of course, I could be completely wrong, but time and time again, price drops happen across 90% of cards in a set only a few months after launch. And with the amount of sets Wizards is currently releasing, consumers quickly forget about previous cards and move on to the next thing, helping the price drops even more. Again, unless you're playing competitively and grinding the RCQs, do yourself and your wallet a favour and don't buy singles on launch day. So, what do you think is the most overhyped card of the current set? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to like the video if you learned something, and be sure to subscribe if you somehow always manage to buy cards at their peak price right before it crashes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.